they're not having that, they need help and guidance from people. So I think that's part of it. But then the other bit of it is thinking about the traditional career ladder. And I think we had a conversation about this a few weeks ago that said that actually it's not been a thing for a very long time. But where's the kind of aspiration? If you've got these
Yeah.
kind of sort of very flat structures, how does that work? How do you progress your career? Have they thought about that in the context of doing this? Because, some people never want to go into management, and that's kind of understandable. But for other people, this is their ambition. They want to kind of go up that mythical corporate ladder, or they want to manage people and they want to do all those kind of things. And if you just take that away, how do you get the new senior managers for a start? How does that work? So I just think I can see why people are doing it, but I think that we just need to really understand what is it that layer of management does. Because as you say, every few years people try and eliminate it and then it ends up coming back. But at the same time, there is a huge amount of sort of bloat around organizations, and smaller organizations do move a lot quicker than bigger organizations because of these things. But they become like that for a reason. I think it's understanding that reason is just the key to it. So again, I think it is trending, unfortunately, but I would hope that other employers are much more mindful about how they do this and the solutions they look for, rather than just kind of ripping out half the workforce and thinking it's going to work.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very short-sighted. They're especially like in the context of this article, Amazon, I think they're really just thinking on cost savings, and this
Yeah.
is just another way of doing it. Maybe they didn't think about it as they were growing, and now they're trying to course correct, which again, I'm not against. If there's people who are not doing stuff, then yeah, that you should look into that. But the whole blanket statement, and like you said, just the way it was positioned, it's just very disrespectful. And again, we're going to end up in this cycle again because your frontline managers aren't the people at the level that they need to be to do this. So, middle management is important. It's just how you're utilizing these people and how it's structured in your company. So, unfortunately, yeah, I agree with you. Like you said, it's trending, but we really need to figure out how to do this the
Yeah,
right way.
and I just think we just need to stop vilifying people because of the job that they do and the assumptions around it. I mean, it's just that is such a big trend at the moment. And, these are humans who've taken a job. This is the CEO of the company who employs these people, who's
It's like you
responsible for
created this
creating these
job.
roles and, the success they put into the company. So it's like, let's not be so condescending about people's jobs because things are moving on. Maybe those jobs aren't relevant anymore, but the humans are still relevant. And I just don't know why people would want people to make people feel like this in these kind of processes. And it's a horrible trend that we're seeing everywhere. And yeah, I just think that's got to stop because I just don't think it's useful,
Yeah.
basically. But anyway, well, thank you very much for that. I think it's a topic that's gonna run and run, and I would imagine that Amazon are probably the first in a long line of these announcements. So brilliant to have you back, Rona, and already looking forward to trending and ending next week.